Hey Aries. Alright, so this is your new moon video. So sorry that it's getting to you guys a little bit later than the rest of them. I've just been so busy. As you can see behind me, there's a pile of crap because I'm in the middle of moving and packing. But I hope you guys enjoy. This is going to be for Aries in regards to the past new moon in Taurus, which was on the 11th, right? It's been some time. It was the 11th, but it's going to be the new moon in Taurus, which is all about our value systems, what we're wanting to achieve in regards to our security, our comfort. It's ruled by the second house, or Taurus is ruled by the second house, so that is our money, our assets, our resources. So all of those things may be coming into question for you guys right now, Aries. We're just going to kind of talk about the energy surrounding you. I actually have I'm going to be breaking down like into categories all the cards I'll be using. So we're going to start with the tarot, doing surrounding energy. Then we're going to do the life changes with Butterfly Oracle. Then we'll go into what you need to hear using the Moonology deck, what you need to surrender to. Sorry, I had the window a bit open. I'm going to leave it because it's nice, but I hope that sound doesn't keep happening and wasn't too distracting. So Moonology for what you need to hear, what you need to surrender with the surrender deck. I lied. I'm going to have to close it. And then we'll do a little bit of love and romance, and then there's so many sounds going on. Sorry guys, I thought it is on quiet, so that was weird that just happened. But super distracted, and I do apologize. But love and romance, and then we'll get into some advice to bring everything full circle for you. But I hope you guys did have a good new moon. I hope like the energy treated you well. The new moon was occurring in you guys's, let's see here, I have my little list, second house. So, okay, Aries. Oh yeah, that makes sense. You guys have a Taurus second house because you have a natural chart. If you're an Aries rising, that is. If you have Aries like Venus, Sun, Moon in another house, then you'll have to look at your chart to see where the new moon did like illuminate your chart, you know? But this is going to be for Taurus, what am I? Not Taurus, this is for Taurus new moon, but this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and South Node. So any Aries placements, I promise you the reading isn't going to be this struggle. I can't believe I personally just feel like everything was just all chaotic in that last 60 seconds, but let's get into it, Aries. Let's see what you guys are dealing with, what you can expect, what you're already navigating, and anything you need to hear at this time. This is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node. Okay. This is for Aries. You guys got the Hangman with the Two of Cups reversed. Okay, Aries. Let's see what this is about. I'm immediately picking up on maybe a connection that you're just realizing, or you're trying to avoid, but you've probably known isn't maybe not exactly what you're looking for. Or it could just be that you and your person are not on the same page right now. But I do feel like this is either in regards to a relationship. I immediately picked up on a relationship, but then I also feel that it could be in regards to your creativity, how you're feeling, like your surroundings. Like, as you see, the Hangman looks kind of uncomfortable in this position. And honestly, the Hangman is about surrender, so it could be that you are in an environment or in a relationship, like I said, that you're not quite happy or satisfied in, but you are still in it for some reason, and you are almost you're being asked to surrender to the situation and kind of ask yourself what you need or what needs to happen next, because you got the Knight of Swords reversed as the third card. And if it was upright, then I would say that, okay, you're taking action on this. It's something that you are actively trying to sort out, but with it being reversed, it seems as though you're not. And there could be other things that you're doing where you're impulsive. This could be, I'm actually picking up on financially. I'm picking up on like, actually like sexually for some of you, or like flirty, or, you could be like, you know, like all over the place energetically and just not feel like your mind, because this is a swords. I just feel like you guys could potentially not really feel as though, for especially those in a relationship, that this is like, you could just pick maybe not be ready to commit. You could just feel like you still want to go out there and explore things, you know, with this Knight of Swords. You're not, like, I just feel like this is really distracted, kind of like a lack of priorities kind of energy. And so that's what I'm picking up for you, Aries. I'm going to pull some more cards to see what this is about, what this Two of Cups energy is about. Where is it in your life that you guys are just not feeling this? This card is about just feeling like you're on the same page, whether it's with someone or, you know, like I said, it could be an environment, so it could be multiple people. But let's see here. A card just fell out on the floor. Maybe it's been 2 cards. Just one. Yeah, it was the Five of Swords, actually. So this could be, there could be a need for, like, you to, I feel like this is actually a need for you guys to look at how you've been acting, like with this Knight of Swords, with it coming out after the Knight of Swords reversed. It just makes me feel like you guys may be, like I said, this could be like an impulsive energy. I said like flirting because I did pick up on that. So if it's like you guys not handling the situation properly, basically, and this Hangman here shows me that you could be like avoiding it, you know what I mean? And that's why you need to surrender to this truth, because that's what I feel like this card is coming up as, like an inner truth that you guys have that you are not really expressing, you know? So with this Five of Swords, I feel like you guys may have said or done something that was not necessarily irreparable, but it could have like just not benefited this situation, you know? It could have been like the wrong way of going about things, of expressing your feelings, of proving a point, of getting your frustrations out, and now it's like you are having to like kind of figure out what you want to do next. This card can represent forgiveness, so for some of you, if this is in regards to a romantic connection and or like a relationship, any kind, you know, like I said, an environment, so multiple people, there could be a need for forgiveness here. I do see that. I actually feel like it's not necessarily forgiveness so that this person can remain in your life and you guys will just work on this relationship necessarily. That's not what I'm feeling. It's more of like forgiveness in order to move on and recognize like why things happened the way that they did, how you handled things, and how it could have been done differently, so that you can kind of like move forward into new energy and do things differently. You know what I mean? Like learning, like I did hear like learning from your mistakes, or like learning from the past with the Five of Swords reversed coming up, because you guys got the Fool reversed after that. And so I just feel like it's this energy of you guys are not, all of this is preventing you from going on like a new journey for yourself. So with this Knight of Swords, like I said, you guys might need like self-discovery right now, is what I'm kind of picking up on, because Two of Cups can just be like anything that you feel is like resonates with you, you know what I mean? It's like your true heart's desire kind of thing, like not necessarily, but I just feel like it's the things like with its people, its environments, its relationships that make you feel like, wow, you get me, you know? And so I feel like you guys are searching for that with this Knight of Swords, and it could be in the wrong things and the wrong people, like the fact that the Knight of Swords is reversed here. And so with the Five of Swords, you're going to have to look at yourself or look at the situation and be honest about how you've handled things, because it is preventing you from going along your true path or starting a new journey for yourself that could ultimately be that Two of Cups. But right now, everything is still reversed. So it's like you guys need to figure out what is holding you back. And I do feel that it's, it could be a relationship, or it could be yourself ultimately, like your thoughts, your mind. How you've kind of approached life. It's like, okay, this is what I'm seeing, like how you've approached life because of this relationship. Like it could either be how you reacted to things after, and it kind of was like, I'm seeing like I hear consequences. I'm hearing consequences, and that's kind of the energy I'm picking up on. So the consequences that you were left with after this relationship, you know what I mean? And so you guys, this is interesting energy, but so it's like you guys need to decide how you can move forward and how you can kind of like either forgive yourself for being in this situation, because I do feel like you guys still, like, this is like you still have love for this person, because I'm not seeing any energy like this. Like I said, this could be forgiveness, so there's a need of forgiveness, or at least coming to peace with the situation. But I do feel like you guys still like have love for this person, because it's still the Two of Cups, you know, even though it's reversed. It just shows that you guys are not on the same page anymore. You guys don't really get each other anymore, or at least not right now. But there's still a lot of love there, because I feel like this person could have been someone who was like, you know, has been a part of your life that you really do care about, because you guys have built that bond. Like I said, they understand you, or at one point they did. Let's see what's next for you guys, because you did get the Fool reverse. What's this journey that you guys are going on, or what do you need to work through in order to embrace it? Let's see. You guys got the Empress reverse, so self-love. There is a need for, there could be codependency in this connection, and there's a need for self-love, like more independence. Like you may be the type to care a lot about people, you know what I mean? And I feel like you guys are, this actually I believe is like the Venus, so it's Libra and Taurus. So you guys could have those placements, Libra or Taurus placements, be dealing with one. But I feel like this energy is coming up because Aries, because Libra is opposite your sign, you do have Libra energy, you know what I mean? And so I feel like you guys are very caring, nurturing people, but you tend to be, it tends to come off as codependency, or start to become codependency if you don't set proper boundaries. And it's funny because I did see the Queen of Swords as I was splitting the deck earlier, and I was going to wait and see if it came out. But the Queen of Swords was in the middle of the deck at one point when I was shuffling. And that's all about boundaries and about speaking your truth and about saying what you need and what you're not going to tolerate. And so that could be in regards to this connection, for sure. For some of you, like I said, for some of you, you're not trying to see that this is no longer working out. I think I said that at the beginning. I hope I did, and if not, that's what I'm seeing as well, that some of you guys are just like not willing to see that this person is like blocking you from, because the Empress is also super fertile energy. It's like very like abundant energy, so it's like almost this person blocking you from your abundance. Like look at this energy. It is the Empress reversed with the Fool reverse. Like this would be you going on a journey toward abundance, but it's being blocked right now. So it's like this Five of Swords reversed shows that there's a need to learn or to reflect and to forgive the past, make peace with the past, so that you can stop being this Knight of Swords. Because this Knight of Swords is also like, okay, I'm gonna just say it because it keeps coming to my head. It's like fuckboy energy, which is so funny because it's like, I don't know, like this is all gender, like, you know, the genders don't matter in my readings, but like whether it's like your whatever gender, this is just like fuckboy energy sometimes in regards to like a romantic connection, because it's like not having priorities, just kind of doing whatever, or like looking for fulfillment like wherever, you know what I mean, doing impulsive things like partying, fucking around. And so that's kind of the energy that I see. So this like Five of Swords shows that it's like you need to kind of like, and it's not necessarily just that, but that's just one of the interpretations that I'm seeing. Everything else I said before, it may be relevant for different groups, but I felt like I heard it before and I felt the need to bring it up because I saw it again in my head. But that Five of Swords is just like I said, it could be even you needing to forgive yourself and the way you've acted in the past. Like for some of you who have felt like you've been like, whether it's like actual infidelity or just like flirting or just like not being like a super stand-up person, you know what I mean, like things like that. But I feel like right now with that Hangman, I'm also picking up on an energy like there's something, this new moon or just the energy surrounding you could be forcing you to like look at yourself in a new way and look at how these things have like been out of balance, like this Two of Cups energy in your life, how you're not really aligned with the right things or maybe the right people anymore. to some degree. And again, that's for some groups only, but that's just something else that I picked up on, because what I'm seeing here is like this hangman is being forced. Like I said, it's a surrender card. So you're being forced to look at this Two of Cups here, you see? And it's like the Two of Cups is reversed, so you're being forced to look at what's out of balance in your life right now, basically, Aries. Because it's just, I feel like it's coming to a point, like that Fool is like, okay, you're trying to enter this new journey, you want to start new things, you have this abundant energy trying to come toward you, but you are just kind of staying stagnant because you're not willing to, like, accept how you are kind of blocking yourself, because this Hangman is just like, I still feel like you are in that in the Hangman energy where you need to surrender and look at those Two of Cups. The other two cards that came out, what are these? You got Seven of Coins, sorry, reversed. This is like playing small energy, not looking at the bigger picture of things, not thinking about the future, thinking of just the now. So like I said with that, oh, whoa, with the Knight of Swords energy, like you're not thinking about the bigger picture. Like I said, you have abundant energy around you. You have the potential to enter on this new journey where there's endless possibilities for you, and you're just kind of staying stuck. And then this Knight of Wands, or Knight of Swords, sorry. And for some of you, it's not even stuck. You're just doing too much. Like you're doing everything but what you should be doing kind of energy is what I'm picking up on. So with this Seven of Coins reversed and this Knight of Swords energy, it's literally like playing small because you're distracted. And like I'm also picking up on like maybe like indulging on things like drinking, or like I said, partying earlier, or having like sex, just being promiscuous, things like that, because it's like, where is that actually leading you kind of energy is what I'm picking up for you, Aries. So keep that in mind. And then you guys got the Six of Swords reversed, exactly. So you guys are avoiding this transition, and this could be a like internal like a transition you have to make, like within your mind, within your heart, you know, like you recognize these things that need to change, but it's until you accept them and embrace them that you're not really going to move forward. And there's literally good energy here. Like Seven of Coins shows that you have the potential to build this future with the Fool. Like you have opportunities, but it's not, it's like the Seven of Coins, it's almost the Eight of Coins. So 8 energy is abundant, even though the 8 of Coins is about hard work and routine and consistency. The 7 of Coins before it shows that you have resources. It's like the fruit of your labor card. So upright, it shows that it's like everything you've worked toward. But now it's like, this card is making me feel like you guys aren't really working with everything you've worked toward. So you may have you may have money, like you may have, like whether it's savings, you have a good job, like something. I feel like you guys need to kind of be more mindful of using your resources, and not just material resources, but even energetically. You know, how are you spending your time, but also where are you putting your money? Like if you are like the group that I said, it may be drinking, indulging in certain things too much, partying, make sure you're not spending too much money, because I feel like this is playing small. So what I'm seeing is like you spending all your money on things that aren't necessary, and then you don't, like an opportunity comes your way and you can't take it because you were playing small, and now you can't enter on this journey, or you can't become that Empress. And you are the Empress, but it's like you can't embody the energy that you act like. You can't embody your purpose, you can't embody the energy that you are supposed to bring to the world, because you're over here playing small, you're over here distracted, you're over here not wanting to look at the truth. You know, those are that's like the energy that I'm picking up on here, because this is definitely entering on a journey. And or Six of Swords energy, like when it's upright, it's like when someone's embarking on a journey as well, but the journey is sometimes like you don't know what to expect. So I understand, like with the Fool is like big Six of Swords energy. So you guys are like, and that's why I said this could be like the internal and this is the external, is what I'm feeling. And so you guys need to kind of like bring these into balance with this Two of Cups. Like that's crazy. So with this Two of Cups energy, it's like you need to bring this energy into balance. Bring your external world and your mind into balance so that you can feel ready to take on these. You know, you can start thinking of ideas and planning toward your future in the right direction. And because the Knight of Swords upright is, look at how charged and ready to go he is. But right now y'all are distracted. So keep that in mind. Let's pull some butterfly life oracle or butterfly life changes cards. I talked about the tarot cards for a while for Aries. I felt like that was a Aries, you guys, that was coming out strong. But let's get into the next cards and see what else is coming out for you guys. I'll also warn you guys now that you're going to see like a little blip in the video because I have to edit or I have to chop them together because my camera only allows me to do 30-minute increments. It's really annoying, and since I'm in the process of moving and I have so much going on right now and I've just had a lot of videos to do, I have not had the time to really sit down and like hack it and figure it out yet, but I will hopefully, and that I'll have like better editing soon. But until then, you'll see me be like, hey, and you'll see a little too. But self-employment, okay, like I was saying, I swear like half of the groups are getting self-employment and the other half are not necessarily. But let's see, anything else for Aries? That was a lot. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think that's it. That was fun. Okay, for some of you, you may be having to deal with your parents. Like, it could be cycles, like everything that I'm saying with like not wanting to look at certain things, like that it's a mental or internal battle that you're gonna have to face before you can move into this new chapter, and that you have these blockages. It could be parent related or family related. You guys just did get the parental care card, and so I feel like that comes out when you guys are going to have to basically have not necessarily communication, but like interactions with your family that build your character to some degree. And for some of you, this could be you're actually taking care of your parents, or there's you're spending more time with your parents, you're supporting them in some way. It could be financially for some of you, but I ultimately feel that here it would be more like emotionally. But I'm feeling more so like you guys needing to work through parental stuff. Like, I'm not really seeing it meaning that you guys are going to be like helping your parents necessarily. You could do that on the regular kind of thing for some of you, but I feel as though this is ultimately looking at, even if you are helping them and that's one of the things that you are like, I can't keep doing this even though they're your parents, like this Empress energy is like, okay, love them, love you, but like I said, this is codependency. And I was actually hearing that a little bit when I was picking this card up. So there could be either they're codependent on you or you're codependent on them kind of energy, and so you kind of need to establish your independence with them to a degree, or just kind of set more boundaries, like I said with that Queen of Swords of having come out when I was splitting the deck, because you also got healing from the past. And so I was just picking up on this energy combined, like healing from the past with parental care. It could be you guys needing to look at what is blocking you, like I was saying. You also got dietary change and body changes. So you guys could have, like with Taurus being in your second house or the new moon, and you guys having a Taurus second house, the Taurus is also kind of about like eating habits and like food and the things that nurture us, you know? So when it comes to, a lot of people are like their eating habits or their diets are changing, or people are just like whether it's like you're indulging more, or you are just looking at the way that you eat. With it being in your second house and it being a new moon, you guys could be wanting to change either your body, like your self-image, you know what I mean? So you could be wanting to eat better. And so, or you could be feeling like crap and you're wondering why. And so this is a call for you guys to take care of your body more, basically, you know? Or recently that could have been something that you were called to do. But you guys got the dietary change and body changes. And then the other two, like I said, you guys did get the self-employment. And then you also got keep the faith, and that fell out near the self-employment. So I do feel like that's in regards to that. If you guys are wanting to start some kind of business, I do think there's potential there. And like I said, for some of you, this Two of Cups energy isn't necessarily, it may be your relationship, but then for some of you, or a past relationship, because that Five of Swords, like I said, it's just forgiveness, healing from the past. Like, you got that card. Yeah, you got the healing from the past card, so that could also be in regards to this Five of Swords energy, that you guys need to forgive this person, yourself, whatever you put up with. But for some of you, this is a job, and or like I said, like a environment, you know what I mean, where you may have felt like you were putting up with too much, or you just didn't, like for some of you it's a job because of the self-employment card, but you could be wanting to change directions, but you're also, I see a lot of hesitant energy here, you know what I mean. And I also, okay, so what I'm picking up on for you, Aries, with this Hangman coming out and the Knight of Swords, I feel like it's like, I actually am feeling like overcompensation energy, and so like with this, like there may be things that you're doing to make yourself feel better for like lost time, and so you're like, I don't know, maybe you're even scrambling with this Knight of Swords energy. Like, don't rush the process, but also it's funny because you guys are the Hangman, so it's like you need to surrender, and you're actually like avoiding certain things, but then also maybe it's like when you end up needing money, or like when something ends up happening, you know what I mean, like you kind of, I don't know, like you get impulsive, or you get like, you start to like scramble, and you start to get, that's when you start to get more productive, but it's not really as productive as it could be, because you're not really coming up with the plan, because typically you're in the, I just feel like you guys are still sitting in this Hangman energy, because it's a major arcana card as well, so it's like you needing to overcome that and needing to learn how to surrender. And like this surrender card's also taking time. Like you're going to, if some of you are leaving a job, like this Fool card's reversed, the Empress is reversed. If some of you are leaving a job or trying something new in regards to like work or even creativity with the Two of Cups, like you may need to be patient with yourself and be like, okay, like I'm trying something new, so it's gonna take time, so keep the faith, you know what I mean. It's not gonna be perfect and it's not gonna be easy, but I think that you guys are, this Hangman could also reflect like needing a change of perspective, you know what I mean, like looking at things in a new way, because you are trying to enter on this new journey, but until you do, you're still gonna be the Fool reversed instead of, you know, the Fool upright. Right now you guys are definitely like fearing change, and so that's what I'm saying, is like you have these moments where you avoid, and then it's like you may have like this Knight of Swords also, even if it's not impulsive, and you guys, like some of you, it could be that you end up needing money, and then that's when you get like inspiration, and so you start to like scramble, or you start to like do things, but the energy's misdirected is what I'm feeling. But then some of you, I feel like it's more like you just get inspired, you know, you don't necessarily you're not trying to do it for money, but you could have these like sparks of like inspiration where you're like, oh yes, this is what I'm gonna do, and I have a plan, and it's gonna be so good, and then it's like you actually like start to like either doubt yourself, or you know what I mean. And with the Five of Swords reversed, what I was feeling, and with that self-forgiveness, what I was saying, like when I was saying that, is you guys need to maybe forgive yourself for lost time, like for being this Hangman and for being stuck in this time, or like in this energy of not moving forward, or doubting yourself, or like procrastinating, you know what I mean. So like forgive yourself that you took time, but like you got the Five of Swords and then the Six of Swords right after. So if you guys forgive yourself, focus on what you need to, focus on what's in alignment, let go of what's not, be patient, ultimately you are going to progress. Like this is progressive energy, but right now there's just, everything is stuck in place because you guys are this Hangman, because every single other card in your spread is reversed basically. So work on that energy first, but most ultimately keep the faith. Let's do what you need to hear right now, Aries. Again, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node. This is for what Aries need to hear right now. It's going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aries. I like know some Aries, and I feel like they're going to be watching this, and they're going to be like, yup, and I already can like, I feel like I'm picking up on their energy because I've just had conversations. And I feel like that with all my readings, but shout out to all the Aries that I'm talking about, actually. But I feel like I have that experience with a lot of readings, you know, especially the people who I am most close with. And it's kind of cool. And I'm like, go make sure you watch it. But, alright, Aries placements. Let's see what's good for you guys. What do you need to hear right now? So you got some, you got like the full moon and Gemini card, so you may have some things come up in Gemini season. Look at that. And also some of you may have Gemini placements or be dealing with the Gemini. But like in regards to that relationship situation, the timing's about to stop. So I'm like, I don't know if I should start saying anything yet. But basically you guys got the answers you need are coming. And it is the full moon in Gemini card. So if you guys have questions about things, like I said, with this Hangman energy, you could be needing to be patient. You could be needing to just surrender to the situation until you gain more clarity about it. I feel that the answers you need are coming. You're going to have that clarity in Gemini season. Or it could be coming from a Gemini. But I'm a Gemini. Hey, hopefully this reading helps you guys. But you also got a new start. A new start is coming, and that's with the new moon. So with the new moon coming up, it will actually be a full moon in Sagittarius and then a new moon in Gemini. So the fact that the Gemini card came out and then the new moon, you guys could experience, like in this next month, the changes and everything that, you know, picking up of the pace with Gemini season, like I am picking up on Gemini energy. So like I said, if it's not, like I said, it could be a Gemini. If it's not a Gemini, it would be like, and you're not a Gemini, it could be Gemini season is what brings these things in and helps you start to. Gemini is all about the mind, communication, ideas. So if this is in regard to like self-employment, you could start to Gemini. Honestly, actually, I think this is, I want to say, because for some of you guys, you have a Gemini third house for the Aries risings, but anyone else, you would want to look to where Gemini is in your chart. But it may like be helpful for you guys in the sense of like ideas flooding. But this Knight of Swords energy just actually made me think about that, is that you guys do need to figure out like what you want, because Gemini does have a lot of different things going on in their head. They have a lot of ideas. They think very quickly and their mind's always changing. So you are going to have to, you know, work on that Knight of Swords energy and making sure that you know kind of the direction, because I'm seeing that with the Two of Cups as well. Like knowing the direction you want to go in, like what resonates with you, what actually makes you feel fulfilled, what makes you happy, what keeps you going, and like focus on those things, because I feel like you guys are not going to, sorry, cards fell and I need them. But I feel like you guys aren't going to be happy until you find something that feels authentic to you, that you can do, like in regards to work or for your life, you know, because that's really what I'm picking up on. Like this is like either a community or work, or you know, it's just like ultimately you guys' life. Like you got the Fool, you got the Empress, you got the Hangman. So there's 3 major arcana cards here. So this is in regards to your life's purpose is what I'm picking up on. But you guys also got Nothing is Set in Stone and Show the World the Real You. So like I said, with the Gemini energy, like you may start getting more ideas, you may start to feel more motivated, but you're gonna still have to work on prioritizing. But you also got You Are Good Enough. So with that You Are Good Enough, it's basically showing that you are good enough, but also that you need to believe in yourself when it comes to the ideas that you have, and that's why you need to commit to something. Remember I said, sorry, here with the playing small, with the 5 of Swords reversed and the 7 of Coins reversed, that's playing small energy, because you guys are afraid and you're blocking your own abundance right now. So that's something that you'll need to work on, because right now I feel like you guys are afraid that you're not capable of doing it, that you're gonna fail, that, you know, like whatever you're telling yourself, Aries, is not true. But you guys definitely need to stay true to yourself ultimately. I think that if you do, like you guys got self-employment, so that shows that many of you are already headed in the right direction, and that it's possible for you. For others of you who are focusing on it and wondering if it is, you got Keep the Faith. So that's a positive confirmation. But keeping the faith means being honest with yourself, being this Hangman where you're willing to like look at what's been holding you back in the past, showing the world the real you, and recognizing that when you show up for yourself, the world shows up for you kind of energy. Also look at, actually I have it right here for Aries, because you have a Pisces 12th house, and so you guys will be having your or Jupiter will enter your 12th house, or it just recently did. So Jupiter was in Aquarius for a long ass time, and now it just recently entered Pisces. So Pisces is domicile in, or sorry, Jupiter's domicile in Pisces, which means kind of like an abundant energy, like good karma, good energy coming to you in whatever that house is. There's going to be other transits and retrogrades all this next few months that will affect the like outcome of how that energy translates for you in your chart. So don't just say like, oh, I'm about to get, because like I have Saturn in the 10th house, but it's in Pisces, so I'm gonna have Jupiter in Pisces, and you'd be like, oh, big ballin', about to get money, about to get all these clients, but Saturn there shows like I'm gonna have to like work a little harder for it, I'm gonna have to refine the way that I do things like that. So it'll be different for everyone, but you guys will have Pisces in the 12th house. So in general, generally speaking, that will illuminate like your subconscious mind. So that's why I'm saying that you're going to have to work through these things and balance out kind of your mind with how you are acting out in your world. Like, because if your thoughts are not aligned with your actions basically, and like if you say you go to work or you show up to a place every day with this Two of Cups energy and you're not happy there, then you need to be honest with yourself about whatever that disconnect is. So let's start with or let's do the surrender cards next, what you guys need to surrender, so I can move along. Like I said, I think I'm talking a little bit longer than I did in the other videos for you guys, but it's okay. I think I'll be able to fit everything in perfectly. So this is what Aries placements need to surrender. Again, that's Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node and South Node. What you guys need to surrender at this time. Ooh. Let's see here, Aries. So 2 cards flopped out. Surrender negative thinking and your belief in scarcity. Look at that. So in regards to, like I said, if some of you, this is a job, a new journey, your life's purpose, this belief in scarcity card, it makes me think of when you are too afraid to let go of one thing. So for some of you, if this is a job or some sense of security, because like for some of you it's a relationship as well, because you don't think you're going to find anything better, that's like negative thinking. That's not true. And like I said, you got to show up for yourself so the universe can show up for you. You got to align your thoughts with your environment, with the people that you're entertaining, with the jobs that you're entertaining, all of those things, so that it all comes into alignment for you. Like you attract more of those things when you show the universe, God, whatever you believe in, that that's what you want. But when you're over here entertaining things that you don't want, like entertaining habits and, you know, mindsets that are not serving you, then spirit guides, God, whoever you believe in, is going to be looking at you like, okay, you like that, you seem pretty comfortable, so if you're not, you know. And that's why people pray, and that's why people say affirmations, and that's why people try to recalibrate their mind so that they can manifest the things that they want. And that's something I think that Aries, y'all need to work on. What else do you need to surrender at this time? Procrastination. That's so funny. Surrender procrastination came out, which I'm pretty positive I said that earlier. What else does Aries need to hear? Surrender to setting limits. So this could be in regards to like that relationship I said, and you guys aren't being like, you aren't realizing that it's either holding you back, or like some of these people, like for some of you, I'm picking up on like leechy energy, where someone's like just taking too much of your time, taking too much of your energy, your resources, and you need to be like, nah, okay, like, I love you. Like, didn't I say that earlier? Like, I love you, but I need space, or I need to like set a boundary here. I definitely think that that's something that you guys need to do, because I got that like family stuff too. So for some of you this could be family related, but for some of you it could be like a lover or like an ex. For some of you I'm picking up on like maybe they're trying to still be in your life, or you guys still have joint resources. What else am I picking up on? Yeah, and then a job. Like if you guys are overbearing, like if you are being overworked at your job, you need to be like, I can only do this much, you know, because you still need time to focus on yourself. So just keep that in mind. So those are for all the groups that I was picking up on. And then you got surrender stress. So I feel like the message is becoming very clear, Aries, you know. So make sure that you guys are Oh yeah, the last thing I want to say about the settings limits is also for the group that I was picking up on, because we're going to get into love in a second, but like with that Knight of Swords energy where I said you guys may be like flirty, I'm picking up that some of you guys might want to be in an open relationship or might want to date around, or like you're just not feeling like you want to settle down or that you're ready to be in whatever commitment you're in. And so this surrender to setting limits is about like setting boundaries and saying like, I don't want that, you know what I mean? Or like telling them what you do want, because that Knight of Swords energy, like how I said fuckboy energy or whatever, is that an alarm? The fire alarm? Oh my gosh, guys. I don't know who it is.
Fire.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna do a part 3 in a second, okay? Bye. Alright, Aries, we're good. My bad. Yeah, we be smoking in the house, I guess, so fire alarm went off for my roommate, which sucks. But, yeah, so everything that I was saying, so if some of you guys are, like, in that open relationship and, or wanting to be, you know, and you just feel kind of, like, I'm also feeling suffocated, like, look at this hangman, like a suffocated energy, or, like, you just don't have space or whatever, that could be something that you guys need, because look at that hand. It's so apparent that they're like, no, please, just give me some space. So that could be something you guys are going to need to work on in your relationship. Even like the show The Real You was actually just had fallen on top when I threw the cards back down. So keep all of that in mind. Let's pull, with that being said, let's pull the Romance Angels cards to see what energy is surrounding you guys in regards to love and your relationship. This is going to be for all Aries again, like if you're single, in a situationship, dating around, in a committed relationship, this will apply. I will clarify what is for who, and basically, even if it all doesn't apply, take what resonates, because some may be what you need to hear at this time. Okay, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node. This is in regards to love and relationships. What does Aries need to hear in regards to the new moon in Taurus in their second house for Aries rising? Yeah, you guys, the first, like, all the other cards are facing down, but the one that faced upright says free yourself. So with everything that I said, remember how before I said the Hangman is, he's, like, the only card that's upright and all the other cards are reversed. So it's like this Hangman, it's, like, dependent on him to get all these other cards upright. And it's not just him, whatever gender, but the free yourself, it says it's time to take back control of your life. So I feel like that's in regards to, again, if I said some of you guys have someone who's like codependent on you or vice versa, if you feel like someone's trying to take advantage of you, you know, just taking your energy, if you feel as though you are distracting yourself with substances, sex, money, spending, things like that, like it's time to take control back of your life, you know? It's time to forgive yourself for those mistakes, for wasted time, for lost energy, and ultimately, that's funny, look at this, and ultimately free yourself. But I think in regards to romance, since this is a romance angel card, some of you may need to free yourself of a relationship or the current relationship dynamic, and you need to set boundaries like that card said earlier, the surrender to setting limits. So the next card you got was pay attention to red flags. So just right off the bat, you got free yourself and pay attention to red flags. For many of you, I feel like this relationship is not what you need to be in. For some of you, I'm actually feeling like you're the red flag, like to be quite honest, but like you'll also have to like be discerning. But like with everything that I said about you maybe flirting around, not knowing if you want to commit, being indulgent or whatever these things, like you may need to pay attention to the red flags in regards to like your own behaviors. It says the signs are cautioning you. If you've been feeling compelled or like you've had the wandering eye, you've just not been really as invested in your relationship, whatever, then that is a sign to maybe reassess things, you know what I mean, to free yourself ultimately from the relationship. But for those of you who are maybe dating someone, or like for some of you, I do pick up on this being an ex, because I am picking up on, for some of you, there's like some mooching energy, or someone's like manipulating you, and like it could be like emotional manipulation with the Two of Cups. Like I said, you could love this person, but you guys are not on the same page anymore, but this person could be like manipulating you like emotionally, and you need to free yourself of that and pay attention to those red flags, because you also got healing family issues. So this could also be a family member for some of you that I did mention earlier with that parental care. With it being emotional manipulation, it could even be a parent who makes you feel like they need your help more than they do, you know, like it could be someone who and this could be like past energy, like I said, with the needing to forgive someone or your self. This could be like healing family issues in regards to someone who made you feel, you know, like you couldn't trust, like you couldn't, like there, I just picked up on that for some of you, is like, I don't know, like you're often taken advantage of, or no one understands you. Okay, that was like for a specific group, but sorry, I was like, I like lost, I'm like, okay, where was I going with that? But you guys, because this is interesting, because I'm also picking up on, like I've been saying, family and stuff, like I feel like that's for singles. Like there's a need to heal the family issues, and like why I said you guys may not feel good enough, or may not feel like people like it's like value you or really like see you, you know, like I said with the Two of Cups energy being like people who you're on the same page with, who you really resonate with on a soul level. The free yourself, the pay attention to red flags. It's like even with people who may be like indulging or in like partying, doing things, like the people around you, do they really have your back? Do they really support you? Like pay attention to those red flags, because I feel like ultimately, like I said, this is about your soul's purpose and you guys blocking abundance. This could be for maybe singles or people who are looking for love, that you are like spending time in the wrong environment or doing the wrong things. And like with everything I said about balancing out your mind with your environment and all of that, you may need to do that, and you may need to do that by healing family issues and everything else that I've said here, because but I'm picking up on that mostly for, and it could be for everybody, like even if you are in a relationship but you're like this hangman who's not like allowing yourself to be free, and you're not you're still entertaining like toxic patterns. That also you also need to heal and look within yourself and ask yourself why, because you got romantic feelings. So you could either have, for those of you who it's an ex, you could have romantic feelings for someone new. For those of you who are in a relationship, you could have romantic feelings for someone new. For those of you who are single, you could have relationships for, or feelings for someone, and you know, these things are what's blocking you, you know. But I feel like with you guys getting surrender to procrastination, surrender to negative thinking, like all of those cards just make me feel as though you have work to do on yourself before you're really ultimately going to find like the love that you're looking for. I'll pull one more card for Aries who are like, okay, but what else? If anyone needs to just hear anything in regards to a specific connection, spirit, let's clarify that for Aries. My camera's gonna die, so I want to try to hurry this up. But oh wow, is this a wedding card? You guys got the wedding card. So for maybe those of you who are in committed relationships, you're ready to take that next step. That could be something that you are like, or actually, honestly, I feel like that might be your partner, or it could be a conversation you guys had. But I actually, with everything I was saying in the past, it could be that you're not ready. Or you may be ready, and it could be like your partner that's not ready, or you like want this commitment and they are not really showing, like your partner could be the Knight of Swords energy. But I'm just feeling, again, everything could be vice versa in the video, so that's why I always, like, I should always say use discernment. I probably don't as much as I should, but use your discernment in these. I do say it in the description, so hopefully y'all read that. But the wedding card, it could be that either you're looking for a stronger commitment or your partner is, and I do feel like right now you might be like realizing that maybe that's not like where you guys are at, or if to get to that point you guys need to work on a lot of things, because like you got that surrender procrastination. So if that's something that you guys want or don't want first, because I'm picking up on that, it's like you don't want that for some groups. So, because, like, you got the Two of Cups reversed, and you got that energy of, like, needing to figure out what it is, and, like, some of you might want to be in a more open, like, flexible relationship where things aren't so serious, or, like, settled down and committed, you know? And so, you'll have to talk about that. That's so funny, yeah, because that's weird. A card fell on the floor, and it was engagement. So, some of you are definitely getting engaged or married, though. Like, some of you, that might be happening. For some of you, you don't want that to happen. And if it happens or it comes up, then I think that you need to be honest about that, okay? Okay, let's get into advice for you, Aries. I will also say the last thing about that wedding and engagement card for those of you who are like, what? And, like, don't overthink it, because that might not be for you. But this card can also just mean, like, a leveling up in commitment, or that the person that you're with, if you guys are growing fonder of each other, that they could be like, oh, this is definitely someone I could see myself being with for life, or marrying or committing to in that way, you know? Oh my gosh, my hair. But so it's not always that. It could just be a stronger commitment of some kind. So if you're in a situationship, actually being exclusive, if you are single or just dating around, it's someone telling you, like, I want you to be my girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, you know? So let's see about advice. What do Aries need to hear in regards to advice? I might go over, because I actually don't know, like, how long that last video was, but I'm just going to chop it all together. You and Cancer are probably going to have the longest videos, but it seems like it was needed. Is that, okay, you got forgiveness on the bottom. Look at that. Remember I said, so whether it's you needing to forgive or someone else, you forgiving yourself or someone else, that seems like it's needed. So let's see what you're getting here, Aries. These cards are a pain because they always stick together. I have to do it, but otherwise they will not shuffle. They're so, like, silky and soft. Ooh. Okay, I'll pick that one up off the floor. That one wanted to come out. Okay, that was transformation. Cool. Love that. So you guys need to transform your energy, though, because it is Shakti. So there's, like, not even that you just need to, but that's what's happening. Like, it's a 46 breaking down to a 10. So a cycle is completing. Remember, you got the, sorry, a card fell. So you got the Fool reverse with the Empress reversed. There's this need for you guys to recognize that this is coming, this energy is coming toward you, and that you need to move with it, you know? I think one of the other cards you got on the bottom, oh, it's here, it fell out, was Flow. As I was splitting the deck, I saw this, and it came back out. It was on the bottom when I was shuffling, and it came out. And so you guys need to flow. You guys need to, like, be, like, the Hangman card is about surrender. Like, and this card, look at it, it's a 44 breaking down to an 8. So everything I was saying about needing to prioritize, needing to come up with a plan, needing to slow down, to kind of plan and then pick back up in this new energy. For those of you who are wanting to do pursue self-employment, for those of you who are just wanting to align with, like, maybe a better environment, a better job, a better community. I see that being the case. A new relationship, a new approach to love. I'm seeing that for you guys. And then I'm like, all the cards are all over the place. So I'm like, where did the other two go? The Water and the Sun card came out. So I thought that was interesting, that it's like two, like the sun and water. And water makes me think of, like, the ocean, of course. That's elements. You guys got that with Wisdom. And so one thing that I channeled was, like, needing to get out into nature more. So whether it's working out in nature, walking, like, going for bike rides is what I actually picked up on. Some of you guys might like to do that. Anything that you can get out into the sun. And I know that, like, I'm in Arizona, so it's hot AF, so that might not be the best option for everyone, but maybe, like, in the morning times or in the evening, right before the sun sets, it could be, like, good for you guys to go on, like, a little hike or walk. Make sure you're hydrated as well, is what I'm picking up on. But I feel like you guys need to, like, get out more into nature and just kind of, like I said, that changing your energy, getting your energy flowing and moving in a new direction. So this could be, like I said before, aligning your mind with your outer environment. If there's things or goals or just a way that you see your life being. Like I said, the Empress is all about abundance, and the Fool is all about entering on a new journey, trying new things, like saying yes, like, you know, going on, like, being, like, having that childlike wonder, like, it's the 0 card of the major arcana, and then we have the Magician. So it's being willing to take that leap and being open to new possibilities so that you can become the Magician. But with the Sun card, it makes me think of that. It makes me think of childlike wonder as well, you know? It also, this card, in the description, like in the book, it talks about getting attention, like, and how the Sun rules over Leo. So some of you could have Leo placements, but this is about getting attention. And so sometimes it's negative attention, but it's ultimately like recognition. So with the self-employment card, some of you guys could be coming into that, and you could realize, like, with this energy of like the 2 of Cups and you being not on the same page with people, this could be like people hating, this could be people like mad that you've like come up a little bit, you know what I mean? It's kind of what I'm feeling with this. And it also breaks down to a 6, so you guys did get that 6 of Swords reversed, so there may be a need to like transition. Yeah, I just threw the cards down and look, it's on top of the flow. And I think I said before, 44 breaking down to 8. 8s are abundance. But flow with the Sun, it shows that it's like you guys need to allow this new energy to come in, flow into this new version of yourself. If there are new things you want to try, if you do feel held back in a relationship or environment, speak up, you know what I mean? Don't you get that? What card did you guys get? That just made me think of that. Show the world the real you. Look at that. Show the world the real you. So keep that in mind. Ultimately, same thing in regards to like a relationship. If you guys just have certain boundaries that you need to set, things that you want, things that you, you know, with the free yourself, the pay attention to red flags, things that you're just like not okay with, or you've just been kind of like biting your tongue about, make sure you're not doing that, because you guys did get the Wisdom card. So that's ultimately surrendering to what you know, and like recognizing you do have wisdom. And with it being near the Water card, it makes me think of following your intuition, you know what I mean? Because this card is all about water and how it flows, and so it's about like the ebb and flow of our emotions and of like everything in life that water represents. And so this is about our intuition. When we get an intuitive spark, or we get that hunch, like that gut feeling, then that's like something that we need to follow. That's something we need to pay attention to. And that's what the Hangman is basically representing. Looking from a different perspective, surrendering to what you know, what you're getting, you know, these intuitive downloads about. But, and this is a 33. It's also breaking down to a 6, so that's funny. But a 33 is about, like, mind, body, soul, alignment, everything that I have been saying to you guys the whole reading. So keep that in mind. I'm going to pull, like, one more card for you, just to close out the reading. But I do think that ultimately, what else does Aries need to hear? What's the last thing that Aries need to hear? One card. Salvation. Ooh. So yes, some of you guys need to free yourself. You guys got that, and you got the red flags. Some of you straight up just need to free yourself. Of yourself, for some, of your mentalities, of the things that are holding you back from being true to yourself, from showing the world that you are good enough, that you are, like, showing the world who you really are. You know, you show the world the real you. You are good enough. The red flags, the free yourself. And that's a romantic card. So the 2 of Cups reversed came out as a second card. So just keep, if this is a relationship that you're like, this is holding me back, this is holding me back, I'm not quite happy, something's missing, I love this person, but like all the time, free yourself, please. It's okay to admit that, like, you know, it's not working out. But I think, it's not necessarily freeing yourself of the relationship for some of you and just breaking up with this person, ending things. It's just being honest, being more upfront about things and setting boundaries. And, like, see, this card is right there. That's funny. And saying, like, this is actually what I need for this to work, or it's not going to work, you know? Point blank, period. All right, Aries, I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, retweet, all that good stuff to show me that you guys did enjoy it. I appreciate the feedback always, and I hope that you guys did have a good new moon, and that you have a good Scorpio, Sagittarius full moon. Scorpio one just passed, but I hope you guys enjoy the Sagittarius full moon. I will be probably posting readings about those in some form, but other than that, I love you guys. If you do feel inclined to tip, it's never expected, always appreciated, and you can do so in the description box below. Otherwise, have a good day. Bye.